George, and this is my second experiment, that is about conditional statement using shell script. So here we are going to use conditional statements like if else, for, loop, and all those things. So first we'll just go to the code. Like first one is for the grade calculation of a student. So we'll just go to the code first. Like it's yeah. So you can just see here, like I'm getting echo enter your marks, what is displayed, and then I'm taking the input from the user as read A, and then I'm displaying that if A is greater than 90, then we'll echo grade A, and if the value that I'll be taking, that is A, from the user, if it is less than 90 and if it is greater than 75, we'll display grade B, and if it is less than 75 also, then we'll display grade C. So we'll just for that, like search. So if we give 92, it will show A. If we give 34, show C, and all those things. We can just modify it better for grade D and E and whatever we want. We'll go to the second program. Like this is for to check if a student is pass or fail based on the internal marks. So we'll go to that. So here you can see we are taking the marks on the basis of two exams, that is internals and externals. So first we are taking the value of internal, then external, and then we are using expression to variables like I and E, and we are calculating the value here. Like here we are taking the value of the internal and we are multiplying it by 60, and then we are dividing by 100 to take the percentage of that. And same for external, we are taking the external value and we are multiplying it by 40, and then we are dividing it by 100 to get the percentage. And then we are creating another variable add is equals to both I and E, that we got the percentage of internal and external. And if like the total is greater than 45, and external also matters. So if it is also greater than 36, like both the conditions should satisfy, then only we will echo pass. Else if any of these conditions fails or both the conditions fail, will echo fail. So I'll just show you the output for that. So if we give 60 and yeah 50, you can see it's pass. But if we give it 30, 32, so you can see it's displaying as fail. So just go to the next code also. So the next one is to check whether an alphabet is a vowel or a consonant. It's quite easy using just switch cases. You can show that. So you can just see here, like we are taking enter an alphabet and we will take the input, and then we are making the switch case, like case what, like $a the input. In if A it's coming as A, if the input is A, will show vowel. If it's E, will show vowel. I O U, it will show vowel. And star means any other thing, like other than these things, it will display consonant. You can either modify it also by giving caps A, uppercase A, B, C, and all the vowels. So yeah, just I did for a short thing, like you can see. So just run this thing also. It's A, see it's vowel. If it's E, it's a consonant. So you can see that. Uh, this one is the for basic salary. Like here also we are just calculating like the internal and external marks, like we did for that. We'll just take the percentage and we'll add and we'll just give the basic gross salary, that's it there. And this one is for calculation, which show you that for calculation. It's quite big. Yeah, show you the calculation. Yeah, so as you can see, we are having five. This is a basic calculator with seven options like add, subtract, multiply, divide, sign, cost, and all those things. So first we'll get is enter your choice, and we'll take that like variable to get the choice from any of these 1 to 7, and then if it is case 1, we will show as case ch in 1. We will enter two numbers m and n. When we are using some variable, we will just give as expression of $n plus $m to add both of them. Then we will display the sum, like sum is equal to $sum. Same with subtraction, also enter two numbers n and m, and we'll subtract it and we'll show the difference there. And then for multiply also, we'll just multiply n and m, and for divide also, it's quite easy like that. And when we go for like uh, for sign and cost, like you can see here 5, where we have to find the sign. We'll enter a number and we'll get the input from n, and then we'll make two variables, rad and cost, like where rad is echo n into 3.14, the basic value for pi, and divided by 180. That is the basic formula to take sign, and we'll pipeline it with a basic calculator dash l. Basic calculator is used to like make the basic take the function from that, then will function to make the calculation for sine, cos, and tan. That's why we are using this pipeline and basic calculator here. And we'll just take this also, and we'll call this function using this basic calculator, and we'll show the output. Same can be done with cos and tan. So let's show the search. First one we'll go with 2 and 3. You can see its output is correct. Now when we go with 5 and by a number of 45, and you can see it's 0.701. So this is it. And now the last one is like about the seconds, like you get the seconds from that. So here it's seconds dot sh. So here you can see we are just taking the value. We have first initialized a variable second is equals to 0, and then we are taking the number of seconds, and we are just calculating read seconds. And then we have three variables, hours, minutes, and seconds, and we are calculating it like in your expression. First we are taking the hour value. We will get that by dividing the total number of seconds by 3600, and then for getting minutes we can just give modulus that value of seconds by 3600, and that we will divide from 60. So we'll get the remaining minutes, and for the last how many seconds are left, we will just divide the seconds modulus 60. So we'll get the seconds, and will display the output hours, minutes, and seconds. So you can see here search. So enter the number of seconds like 3600. So you can see it's 1 hour. Now if we give something else, 3657, so you can see it's 59 minutes and 27 seconds. So that was it about the second experiment. Thank you for watching.